All right, we made it to Thursday. Can't hear you. Gene, you have no sound.
You hear me now or no?
I can hear you now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's just
good.
All right. Well, hopefully it won't run out.
Erin, Stella, let's see. Lori Ann, Daniel, Phil, fantastic. Donna, great. Good to see everybody.
All right.
Oh, we love the regulars. Like,
all right. Someone voted. We got a poll here.
Yes.
Should the U.S. limit military support to Israel?
Poll.
If you are there, you can vote 1 or 2 on the comments and then hit it. Oh, okay. We're at 50. Oh, my goodness. We're at 67%. No. Okay. Okay. Hey, going back to that, could you believe it's Thursday? I never imagined like I would be that type of person. Like I can't wait for the weekend, but it gets so busy here with this thing.
I know it really does.
So,
it really does. Everybody is crazy busy too.
All right. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about sanctions or what? I mean, we can make sanctions as interesting as possible.
Well, I got to tell you, let's. Why don't we give them the big announcement before we get on to why everyone voting that we should limit military support to Israel is wrong.
Hey, it's heated. This poll is heated.
Let's get on that. Let's cut off Let's cut off the one ally that always stands with us.
Dave, you can't skew the voting. You have to be like, I don't know. You can't skew it. You got to let them rock and roll.
We can't skew it. Of course we can. We can skew it. It's our show.
All right. So here's the big news for us. We've been wanting to say this, but George
Larry's here for this. This is good.
Let Larry knows about it. Okay, guys, this is George Jr. Magazine, and it is quite frankly a labor of love of what we do. But we already got the first of many state Department of Educations that has approved it for curriculum and other categories. So
multiple
categories. This is the first of many. So, and we already got the contact for the others, but this was the first. So it is curriculum. It's curriculum, and it's with the games and everything. It's approved. So we're very thankful for that.
We're in. Now we're not going to tell you what state because all the lunatic maggots out there will be writing letters to the state going, "Oh, those guys are no good. Gene kicks his donkey, and we can't have them doing. Oh, they're terrible." So we are thrilled that our children's magazine, which is we've been working very hard at it, and the fun games that teachers will be able to buy for students. It's wonderful. Yep.
All right.
Yep. And give Larry some kudos. He's in the chat. He was with us with George Jr. right from the beginning as well.
Right from the beginning. Okay, so we're very excited about that, and quite frankly, it's taken up a lot of our time to be able to do that, to qualify, to do everything that we needed to do.
A lot of hoops to jump through, and it's taken us. Yeah, it's taken some time. All right, so good. People are coming to their senses. 56% says we should not limit the support to Israel. You can't limit your one friend, your one buddy in the area. That's crazy talk.
All right.
And you know who wants to do it? Enemies of the United States. Of course. The one ally that you have that's really helping do everything over there and so on. Yeah, limit that guy. And support Syria. Support Turkey. Come on. Hey, your sound just went off again. What do you got going on over there? Isn't that what do you listen to? Pravda? Is it Pravda or Panda? Panda music?
Let me go to the other one. All right. Sorry. Okay. Pandora. Come on, it's like
Pandora. I thought it was Pravda.
Prada. All right, this might echo it a little bit, but
no,
see, I hate to do this in real time.
There's no echo. Good with echo.
What about this? Is this okay, Dave?
Yes, it's fine. As long as
That's going to have to do while I recharge my batteries. This is the second
as
time.
long as we can hear you. Daniel, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have to, it's an interesting thing with the George Jr. site. We had to model it so it's super easy for educators and teachers and home educators and so on to just go to the site, let us know what they want and all of this stuff. It's all like boom. It's kind of right there in your face and easy to find.
Yeah, it's been quite a process, and I also want to say it's been a long process that no one really knew anything about it, that we're working on it. And so it's the first, the dam has broken, so to speak. Okay, Dave, let's get right back into and I told you so, because you have been saying exactly this for a long time about the money situation.
You're getting a haircut? It's not that.
you don't give toupees a haircut.
That's right. They're on to the gorilla hair toupee. Look,
it is not a toupee. No,
Darren. I think Darren's going out to get one of those. He's complaining about a St. Anthony's patch he's got on the top of his head. He's like, I better get a toupee. Just get the little circle there. Just paste it right onto your scalp. All right, come on, Gene. We got to get going with the show.
All right.
Don't listen to me. I'm telling jokes.
Now, we've been saying this for a long time.
Cheryl, I just want to let you know that we got your email. Gene is going to be contacting you directly about that.
Is it with the stamp, right? With the stamp?
Yes. This is because people are rushing him. It's true. It's true. You can't rush this guy. If you rush him too much, all of a sudden he comes down with a cold. He's in bed for a week. You don't know. All right. Are we going to get through with the show?
Yes, we are. We're in giddy land because of
that. But I know they speak against Israel, so I vote too. Yeah. All right, Aaron. We like Aaron.
All right.
The Aaron's got common sense until she disagrees with us, and then she's out. No, just joking.
We have to get serious here because this is a serious thing. Okay, let me do this first. I'll play the video first, and then we can talk about it because there's another one of I told you so. Here we go.
Iran is used to be the largest state sponsor of terrorism. China was purchasing more than 90% of their oil, which is about 8% of China's energy needs. We believe this blockade in the Straits, there will be a pause of Chinese buying, but I will tell you that two Chinese banks received letters from the U.S. Treasury. I'm not going to identify the banks, but we told them that if we can prove that there is Iranian money flowing through your accounts, then we are willing to put on secondary sanctions.
Okay. And secondary sanctions is the big one. Sanctions, the initial sanctions on banks kind of restricts them and where they could trade and so forth. The secondary sanctions, basically, they're out of the financial system.
Right. And once again, this is the power of the United States of America. When the United States of America says that, countries, banks says, okay, whoa. Remember, it was the United States, I believe it was the Treasury Department that put sanction with the, the Iranian and Russian money coming in. Very powerful.
Right.
Ginger, there's no way I could grow a beard. I could grow a Fu Manchu, but that's about it. All right. So anyway, it's really...
that sounds racist for some reason, doesn't it? Is that racist? Is it racist when you say it? I'm not sure. But look, Gene, here's the thing with the banks. The Iranians figured what they were going to do because they're sitting on in cold wallets. They're sitting on billions in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So they have them also on a domestic exchange within Iran. So what they're doing is they're drawing the Bitcoin down, and they're trying to move it out of the country and exchange it for U.S. dollars, of course.
Right.
And then put it into various Swiss accounts and so on. Well, they were using the Chinese banks to do this, and the United States Treasury is tracking everything. So that's what this is really all about. And the problem with these small Chinese banks is that, well, frankly, they're very difficult to find, number one. But once found, well, they'll just go to another small Chinese bank. But what's happening is that the banks don't want it. Once you do it to one or two banks and they're completely taken off the financial system, they're done.
Again, why would you want to decouple the American dollar, the Federal Reserve dollar, from the United States when it could instantly? This is the Treasury Secretary making threats. And they're not like, oh, I dare you to go do whatever you want. They're not like that. And they're dealing in Bitcoin or crypto, which is like, you would think it's all sovereign like that. All right, well, how are you going to do trade on this? And Dave, this is coming from sanctions, and then some of these, correct me if I'm wrong, are on cold wallets that we explain.
Yeah. Say, hey, there it is. There it is. If you have the complete crypto playbook, then you fully understand what the Iranians are trying to do, because we go over it all in that book. Right,
because there are these crypto dollars are in its own hard drive. Then what are they doing, Dave? They're smuggling it out of the country to bring it there, or
they have it in their wallets, and what they do is they don't even need to. I mean, they don't need to leave the country, but they transfer it to other wallets that are outside of the country, and then do a couple of skips and jumps around, and then exchange it for US dollars, and then it goes back to them. It's sort of like money laundering, but they're trying to protect it. And we track them to these Chinese banks.
Right. And again, it just shows the power of the United States, and this is what the propaganda wants to destroy. Because when the United States, not even the president, the Treasury Secretary saying, we're going to send you a warning letter. This is not an ordinary like tisk tisk. This is a cutoff if you don't cooperate with us in this regard. That's why the sanctions work. That's how it's done, is with the dollar. And so anyone saying that they want the dollar to crash, really, whether they know it or not, want the demise, because without this power, we become just like any other country, really, to be honest.
Right. Those that are spreading that kind of information and those talking points, those are the talking points of the enemies of the United States.
Right. And
this is what you have to understand.
Right now, it's becoming clear to people, because we did this with Donald Trump saying, no, we are not having a BRICS dollar. We're not. We use the Federal Reserve as the world's reserve currency. And because of this, when we first started saying this 2-3 years ago, George Magazine, and you, Dave, especially you, because you were one championing this, and myself, we're suddenly deep state because we are promoting the dollar. But now at this point,
I'll tell you who's deep state. I think my cat is deep state. I think Pumpkin the cat is deep state. There's something going on with that guy. He leaves at certain times to check on his associates. Then he comes back. I mean, he's got a racket going. I know he's got something going on.
All right. So anyway, that we can bang that over the top of everyone's head. But guys, this is for real stuff. And I love it now, but I hate it, because imagine us saying this before all this stuff. Imagine us saying this 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and people are like, "Oh my goodness, these guys are like shills for the Rothschilds and stuff."
Dude,
like that.
we were saying this. We've been saying this, and at first, you were trying to comprehend it because there's so much mis and disinformation out there about how our banking system actually works, how our money supply really works.
Now, take it up. It's just like with Melania Trump with the missing children. Take it up with Melania. With this stuff, the dollar, take it up with Trump. Trump is using the dollar to keep everyone in line.
Pretty much.
Why would man, I'm telling you really quick. It was like so many people have said, "Oh, it's coming, the dollar." Well, yes, I can't wait for the dollar to crash or the dollar, whatever. Guys, you understand that is what the Russians and Iranians want.
Right.
So however it is, they get really influential people to start talking about that being bad. And we as MAGA trust him, and they trust these people, and we say, "Oh yeah, I get it."
Well, what is coming out now, Gene, and it's being championed by some conservative heavy hitters, Mark Levin, Dana Loesch, and others. They are looking into Tucker Carlson's audience, and they're finding that there's a lot of foreigners and bots that are amplifying his programs and everything else, and they're going to get to the bottom of it. They're going to get to the bottom of it.
We have been talking about this for the longest times of bots and bullies, and we were one of the first ones to start talking about that even before Alexis can start talking about it.
Yep.
Okay, yep. Dave, you want to get right into the dispatch here?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Okay, lead story on the dispatch, Dave. This is truly historic. Israel-Lebanon talks. And by the way, Dave, this is in D.C. that they're doing this, and it's a big deal.
Yeah. Now leave that up for one more second. That picture. Now look at this: the historic Israel-Lebanon talks and all that. But read the rest of that headline: as Hezbollah bombarded Israel as the 2-hour meeting began. I mean, these people are out of their minds. See, this is why these are terrorist groups. This is why the president of Mexico is held captive in her own country by the cartels. So is this prime minister or president of Lebanon. These guys, they're afraid. They're afraid. He's sitting down with Secretary Rubio, Prime Minister Netanyahu, and to go over peace talks and so on. Meanwhile, Hezbollah, the terrorist group, is bombing Israel to break it all up.
Right. Let's show you this now. Please understand, because this is something that people don't really think about or know. I don't know, but Lebanon is right on top of. They're connected to Lebanon,
yeah,
Israel, northern border. Okay, so here is Secretary Rubio. By the way, this guy is just doing amazing. Okay, here we go.
This is a historic opportunity. We understand we're working against decades of history and complexities that have led us to this unique moment. And the opportunity here, I know some of you are shouting questions about ceasefires. This is a lot more than just about that. This is about bringing a permanent end to 20 or 30 years of Hezbollah's influence.
And that is the key that we've been talking about, is Hezbollah influence. That is the problem with these countries. As you said, with Mexico, you have cartels or these extremists that are controlling these countries, and that's why it's so hard.
And think about it, Gene. Think about it. You got Israel there, so you have Hezbollah directly across their northern border, and then you had Hamas just to the west, and both taking instructions and being funded by Iran. I mean, it's wacky. But the good thing is, President Trump announced today that they've established a 10-day ceasefire so they can continue talks, and he's going to have the Israeli Prime Minister and the President of Lebanon to the White House to have more meaningful talks.
Right.
And that normally means in Trump world. In Trump world. Now, let's not forget, he was a New York City builder dealing with the cement guys, with the unions, with the steel laborers, the electricians, all of that. So you understand. So Trump's going to have a little sit down with them.
Yeah.
That's good. I think it'll turn out well.
Understand what Dave and I are trying to introduce people to, which is a difficult concept. Like, a lot of people think that the Middle East is Jews versus Muslims. No. Understand that there are countries very much aligned with the United States of America, United Arab Emirates. We have Qatar just gave us an airplane. Saudi Arabia, Trump with the Crown Prince there. So what's going on is not the Muslims versus Jews if they want to simplify it. But these countries
some of the Middle Eastern countries, Gene, are fighting alongside Israel.
Yeah.
In this thing with Iran. So yeah, you're 100% right. It's not Jew versus Muslim. It's the Middle East nations versus the crazy people in Iran.
Right. They're the extremists.
Right.
There. And just so you guys know, okay, because I hear this all the time. Oh, and I get it. Like, 9/11, those were all from Saudi Arabia. Yeah, the extremists there that really, really don't like the crown prince. They are the ones in there that are the extremists. And that is who the United States is trying to battle, but they have such a stranglehold on the governments. So, all right.
Yeah, they do. But the regime is going to be so weakened and so forth. And now it'll give the people of Iran, who are wonderful, truly wonderful people, a chance to rise up and really have a nation that they can call their own, as opposed to this death cult regime.
And I'll move on after this. And once again, this is why, like early on, when we were saying these same things, we were attacked so much because it wasn't out in the open yet. So people they wanted to hide behind all these things that were going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about gas prices. You want to do this here? Because while we're at it, right? Okay. Best is optimistic gas prices will fall to $3 a gallon by midsummer.
Do you realize that the stock market, everybody is amazed that the stock market has already factored in that whatever happens with Iran, our economy, the USA economy, will remain like untouched, because we're making so much money from selling oil. We are like the swing guys, we came in, they're closed up they closed up for business. Great, come on over here. We got plenty. We'll sell you oil all day long. Now, of course, the Chinese don't like it because they were getting half price oil from Iran. Now they got to pay us, and they have to pay us in US dollars. Oh my goodness, that must be killing them.
We have been, I hate for this show to be all about, like we have been telling you for so long, but it's true. We've been telling you since Trump's been in office what the play was going to be, what the exact play. Dave Blay said is very Machiavellian. Trump has to get all the junk out of the way.
Got to get the bad things done first.
Bad things done first. And then, because if he just makes it great and wonderful, then before the midterms, they pull the rug under Trump, and it is not good. So understand that the play is to get everything done first, and then give the economy and everything else and the peace, all this stuff, time to percolate, so that by the time the midterms come, that people will be like, who knew? You were right. This is great. Let's vote. Whoever you want, Mr. Trump, whoever you want, President Trump, we'll vote for him.
Now, Gene, looking at the administration's actions with Venezuela and with the Iran and so on, it brings to mind one of those posts, and we won't say where, but everybody knows. So one of those posts that says you are witnessing the taking down of the old guard. Now, of course, when that was first put out, everybody assumed it was, it's the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. Oh, we're gonna get them, and we're gonna eat their steaks. But now you're witnessing something. Prior to the Venezuela and now the Iran situation, and we're coming up on the North Atlantic. That's a whole nother situation that the president's been messaging on. But you're witnessing the moving of the global oil sales from the Middle East to the United States.
Yeah,
We're utilizing Venezuela's oil. China was buying oil from Iran and Venezuela.
Yep.
Now they're getting it from us.
Yep. Okay. This video here with Donald Trump, listen to what he says, because again, and we've been saying this a long time, Donald Trump has to get things in play. And we're not saying that it's like written in stone he has, but that is the plan. Get everything in play to give everyone a chance to be like, okay, we get what you're saying. We didn't know.
Right.
Sorry, but it's about the midterms. Here we go.
Right.
Not going to be enough to offset the increase in gasoline prices.
It will be, because gasoline's coming down very soon and very big.
So you think gas prices will be lower before the midterm elections?
I think they'll be much lower before midterm, much lower, yes.
Right. Now, once again, everyone, does Donald Trump want to lose the midterms? You realize how difficult it will be to get things done. They're already like the House Republicans are salivating to be like, oh, we're going to bring this person in, subpoena this person. So anyway, all right.
Right. No, there'll be plenty of time. There'll be plenty of time for everything to come back around. But it is amazing that in such a short period of time, we've moved the oil market to the United States now.
Yes. Yeah. And no one's talking about it, but it has been done.
Who's going to talk about it? Certainly not the podcasters and network members on X, because they're getting their talking points from all the enemies, obviously.
Guys, this fact checking or whatever, could you imagine? This is true. The United States is the nation with the highest crude oil. You would think, we would never think that. Like
the president said, we're producing more than Saudi Arabia and Russia combined.
Yes.
It's a lot of oil.
Yeah.
And then supplying our own needs, because you know what I mean?
Yeah, all right. I know.
And Gene uses a lot of oil. Just look at his hair. All right, come on.
Oh, all right. We have a lot to still talk about. Screw it. It's Thursday. All right. So really quick, guys, I want to talk about this one more time and show the quick explanation of it. And only because if we announced it earlier, very proud that the first of many states Department of Education have approved this for many things. Okay.
Right.
See, she knows what the post is. Okay. Very good. All right. Let's just watch this and then we'll.
By the way, the theme of issue 34 of George Jr. Magazine is a city on a hill. So that's right out of the Bible, and we've this whole issue is centered around that. So very interesting, great for the kids. Lots of stuff in there.
Oh, by the way, new there, you can see me doing a science experiment. It's pretty fun. It's on the website.
We picked one of the science experiments, and then in here also we've got a great civics lesson where we have an article of like talking to a young person, maybe 10 years old, 11 years old. How would you change your city if you were the mayor? And we go through all of the layers of city government and so on. Great for learning civics at an early age.
It's why it got approved, really.
Yeah.
It's why. Okay, guys, please stick around for this. This was wonderful. Here we go.
George Jr. Magazine is an opportunity to give your child what we had growing up. George Jr. is perfect for your children. Each issue teaches history, teaches science. There are health conscious and easy recipes to inspire your budding chef to be more independent in the kitchen. There's even a fun monthly comic with a storyline that teaches children to be mindful and do what's right. This magazine inspires young people to carry themselves in a godly manner, with integrity, kindness, self-control, and so much more. Best of all, it has homeschool lesson plans published each month. Even if you're not homeschooling your children, you'll find these lesson plans useful to supplement your child's education, and most importantly, you'll have fun doing it. So check it out. Get a subscription to George Jr. Magazine today.
Okay, so there you have it, and thank you very much, guys. Just go there. You, at the very least, you can see me doing the science experiment.
Yeah, yeah, and he does it. And he does it. It's pretty good.
I enjoyed it. It's a secret spy.
I knew this in elementary school. I would have been passing notes to all the girls in the secret, and the teacher wouldn't know anything. All she would find is a blank piece of paper.
Okay. Dave, we can't stop the show without having to touch on this because it's very important. Today's election day. Come on.
Guys, whoever's in New Jersey, are you voting? Did you mail in your ballot, the absentee, early vote? Look, this election in New Jersey will be trumpeted as a bellwether that, look what's happening. Look, the Democrat, it's a heavily Democrat area. It is a blue area. But what they're going to be saying is that Kamala Harris got, let's say, she won this district by 15%, but now this candidate won by 30%. It's become more Democratic since Trump has been in office.
Right. They are using this as a bellwether to say, whoa, this is where the direction of the country is going. You watch. Right. Guys, I even hate this. Well, I won't say it like this, but like your vote counts, but like it is also the weight of it. When it's, they did it to the Republicans in that, like, even though the Republican won in Marjorie Taylor Greene's seat, what did they do? Oh, but it was closer than expected.
That's right. He didn't win by greater than a 20-point margin. Right. So they were almost proclaiming it as a victory for Democrats. So silly.
Right. Okay. It's like football, right? You know that, where it's like, oh, the margin of victory against this non-conference was not good enough. It's like that. Just make sure you vote. Okay.
Yes, please.
This one,
if we have the results, we'll put those in the update.
Yes. Okay. One more story for tonight, Dave, and this is from the great Duke University. As you know, I used to live in the Carolinas. Duke suspends Students for Justice in Palestine. By the way, that's one group. It's called Students for Justice in Palestine. It's a group following complaints over anti-Semitic Instagram posts. Okay. Again, my thought, Dave, is that here we have it once again, that the evil empire of education, right? College is bad. Universities are bad. They're policing their own. Hey, come on. What kind of organization or student organization does that? Well,
for a university like Duke to do that, that means that they feel that they will not get any vengeance back towards them from the left, or that whatever pushback they're getting from the how the trickle down from the Trump administration is greater felt than any vengeance they might get from the left. So that's why they're doing it.
This is Duke University. Of course, you know their great and wonderful basketball program. The wonderful Coach K was there for many years, Cameron Indoor Arena. But this is a very, very prestigious educational school. It's very well respected.
Oh yeah, okay. The medical school rivals Harvard and Columbia. I mean, it's a great university.
Right, and it's close by there, the medical triangle, where it's like the hub of the medical industry.
Yep.
Okay, this is Dave. This is from 1 year ago. Evidently the same group. This group protested a speaker here, and it's went off well, but they caused quite a stir. Here we go, Dave.
Okay.
Dozens of students and attendees walked out in the middle of the commencement ceremony, just as guest speaker Jerry Seinfeld was delivering his address. Seinfeld has been vocally supportive of Israel and visited the country following the October 7th attack. Despite the protests, the comedian eventually was able to deliver his speech uninterrupted.
Again, a lot of you are thinking, I can't believe they invited this guy. Too late.
Too late. I'm here. Yeah, these are young, impressionable people. They're hearing all sorts of stuff in the dorms and whatnot about, oh, you should support this, you support that. They really don't care.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and even okay, and I'll say this. When they have they have the abortion rallies, or they have the anti-abortion rallies, and they have it on college campuses, and people are out there protesting. That those guys that are in those rallies, they're just there because they're trying to hook up with the girls. Those guys have zero interest overall.
Well, we talked about this yesterday, and this is
how it is. You think these guys are there? Yeah, I'm pro-choice and all of that. Yeah, let's go out for a drink right after this. What do you say?
I'm for whoever side she's on. Well, you know what? It goes back to what we said yesterday about the power of Turning Point USA to be able to go into these colleges, and it wasn't just a rah-rah them. It was to go there and register them to vote, and that's the power of what they're doing.
Right, and and even broader than that, Turning Point USA that's an on the ground. That's the ground game. For the Republicans, they're registering people to vote and persuading them in various areas to go Republican. So that's an organization that these maniacs out there have to try and always take down.
Yeah.
And they're after Erica Kirk. Sometimes it's hard to believe this woman lost her husband in a catastrophic way. And she's a widow. She's got young babies. She's got young children and all. And here these people are out there actually trying to say that she was in on his murder.
Yeah.
Aside from other stuff. And there's no evidence. So now it's coming out, Gene, that there's like her and a whole gang there's lawsuits flying ever since the president said that. Do you still have that video?
Yeah, I do. Guys, this is worth it. Here we go.
Happy Easter. Do we have that? Everyone happy? Anybody that doesn't want, hello, darling. Wow, this is a good table. I like that table. You're doing well, right? Okay. I think you should sue them, but I told her, you ought to sue some of these. They're so jealous of Erica. I said, you ought to sue their. I can say you're not allowed to say this. You have to be nicer. Sue their ass off.
What's great? Right before he says that, he leans into the microphone.
Guys, that Donald Trump, which you see, is the Donald Trump that I knew behind the scenes. He's like that. And I have to say, you guys know this. He wears, I think they say the statement, he wears his emotions on his sleeve or whatever. When he knows that things are falling into place, that's the Donald Trump you get.
Yeah. And and that's why the Candaces and the Tuckers and the Flynns and the other guys and so on, that's why they all thought, the Alex Jones, that's why they thought that they could manipulate Trump. And they were, oh, we're MAGA. But then when the president pushed them out and he rejected their nonsense, they turned on him.
Yeah,
that's how they run their operation. If they can't come in and take you over, they turn on you and try and destroy you.
Right. So that is the president of the United States right there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, you know what? I actually can't wait. I cannot wait for tomorrow's episode, because if we're this giddy and relaxed in today's show, then tomorrow it's more relaxed on Friday. All right, we did it. All right, thank you guys. Hey, everyone, if you can, please, if you appreciate this type of programming, we need people to please share and like what we post on Facebook so more people see it.
I don't know. Can we really call this like a program? This is more like we have everybody over the house. and we sit around and go,
Yeah.
hey, here's what we found out today.
Especially when I first come on and show up. Gene, your mic's not working. I'm like a bad Chinese movie with my lips working.
Exactly. We got Timu. We got Timu Gene today.
I got to get my sounds. All right. Hey, thank you so much. We went overtime, but it's always good to go overtime. We go overtime every day. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget to go to georgemagazine.com and sign up for the Dispatch. It's free. Get the emails and the news stories. And check us out Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can check us out on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you then.